Here it is.
I'm just saying, you have to pull up your phone every moment. Alright, here we go. And we're live. Hey guys, and welcome to today's stream. We're back, finally back, with Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. Oh, finally got Critch to join me back on the chair, I guess. But,
very comfortable chair.
Where's the game? There. I meant on the screen.
It's a classic. Can't start a stream without the game on. Can't start a stream with the game on the screen.
See, this is why we check.
This is always.
Transform, fit the screen. Perfect. See, this is why we always check, people. Gotta pull chat back up. All right, so this is our third time playing it, I believe.
Sure.
And then I believe if we put in the time correctly twice. The first time we played the game and the second time, and they thanked us for it. And they said this time we could pick any time we want, if I remember correctly.
Really?
I think so.
420.
Yeah, I figured. No other time to pick, of course.
Yep.
Okay, so you can play the game with the controller, so
okay.
This will be a lot easier to hand off from the keyboard.
Sit back a little bit.
Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Wait, both times. Wait, no, I swear this is our third time. Okay. Okay. Yes, no, this is, I swear he said this is the second time. Oh no, well, we're supposed to do it the next time we boot up the game. Okay, well. There's no way. Is this only our second time? Did I look at someone else's stream?
No, we've done it before. This is at least our third time.
Yeah, they were on the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah.
Begin the game. I hope the audio is good. I was not checking for the game's audio. We'll listen to the narrator.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright. Welcome back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The balloons are still here.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the bucket? Is the bucket in the next room?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, here we go. I don't know what we've done anymore.
Yeah.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I have no idea what we've done. I'm just gonna go for an ending. Hope we haven't seen it before.
Felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm gonna go this way.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
said the bucket. But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Well, great first ending.
Riveting.
I just have no idea what we've done. I'm gonna do a quick refresher.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm just gonna look at my previous stream and see where we've gone and haven't gone.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
We went to the mind control room. We tried to escape from the mind control, we shut down the mind control room. We've jumped off the lift.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
We've gone left from before the mind control room.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Alright, well. I have an idea of
said the
some of
bucket.
the endings we
Now
got.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how
done
this
this one?
bucket was
We've done
speaking
where
to
we
him.
jump
It
off.
should have alarmed
looked
him, of
like.
course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Fairly certain we have not gone here before, though.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Yeah, we can't say fairly
Stanley
certain.
once again obeyed blindly.
I don't know, bucket.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Whoa! Hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Ugh.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously.
Oh,
Where
you just
did I
did
mess
too
up the
good on the
joke?
delivery.
Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there
Same.
isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
This is the lesson I needed. Perfect.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last?
Love this.
How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper.
I can't wait to silence my political
If you've ever
enemies.
told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Wait, it can't be straight
These
up
are
and
the
15
optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. All right, I
Good.
gotta do pose
This
too.
saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
It's just because it's
Collecting
cut off for
hard
showing.
data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
There you go. I get a long one.
Usually on the longer side, you know, if you don't just jump right off the lift.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
He's got
This
railings.
time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Guy would be great at DMing.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry, I just realized
Stanley, what?
this stream's unlisted.
Oh my gosh, I was wondering where all the viewers were.
I know, right? I wonder if this
I'll
changes
text Haley.
anything. I'll just send a message in my Discord for once. I'll be like, can anyone tell me if my stream is live?
Shameless.
Just shamelessly plug my stream in Discord. All right, we're good now.
Can't believe we almost played.
It's
this
okay. It's
unlisted.
nothing. Okay, so the only thing that people would have missed by now. Oh, don't worry about that. The only thing people would have missed by now is the instructional comedic timing video. And we can't have anyone else watch that because only we must be the masters of comedy.
Yeah.
I will be the king of being a king of comedy. Yes, as he's. What are you doing, man?
What?
Do the thing.
I'm trying.
Do I have to re-intro? No, they can rewind back 10 minutes, but then they'll behind. Okay, hey guys, welcome to today's stream. I started this 10 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, 13 minutes ago, but here's what
Here we
happens.
go. You ready?
Oh.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Welcome, Finn.
Oh boy, now which one do I do?
I know, right? The
I have
decisions
to
are
do this one
endless.
twice.
But here's what happened, guys. I started the stream, accidentally set the privacy to unlisted.
Oh, sorry, Finn.
Yep, we don't listen to our chatters here. And then I just realized I left it unlisted 10 minutes in, so now we switched to public.
What? We're back at the phone already? No, what's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, or not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing.
Comedy.
I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go.
Oh,
back
okay,
and
all right.
watch that
We'll.
instructional
It's time to re-enlighten you guys.
Surely that will help me improve my...
See, we're just going back through the beginning so you can all
Here we
see.
go.
Oh,
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door
Okay,
on the
Finn.
left.
You can choose this time.
But pick quick. You have 12 seconds because I believe stream delay should be caught up by then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. Well, nope.
11,
You're out of time.
12. Oh, come on, Finn.
No decisions here.
Should we just say, do what he did? They said left last time. So.
Yeah. Why would he change this time?
You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Interesting. Wow, when was that last time the series streamed? It's been ages, indeed.
It's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
Now we've moved on to puns.
Pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No, still not. Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale. What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
All right.
Never the end is never the end is never the end.
All of this
Let me show you how it's
gone.
supposed to be
What
done.
could it mean?
You gonna go redo it?
Stanley
No.
decided to go to the meeting room.
We're not gonna go
A
that
good bucket,
far.
A strong bucket, a humble
We'll show you
bucket,
how
a
the
committed
king of
bucket,
comedy
a bucket of culture
gets his
and
endings.
distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Speedrunning.
And here it
Sprinting.
was. Had the
No one's got
bucket
time to
turned out
listen to
be
this
correct,
narrator. This narrator has far
never
too much to
mind.
say.
The
Far much
bucket
to
was
say.
wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
All right, here we go.
You gonna go answer the phone?
Oh yeah.
No, said the bucket.
Don't
Go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
We've already
Go
done
The
this.
cargo
here.
lift, yes.
Which bucket,
go
though?
there. Go to the cargo
no.
lift.
Exactly. We'll all go answer the phone.
Good, said the bucket.
Good.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Speed run.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley, once again, obeyed blindly.
Boom.
Bada boom.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Hello, it's the king of comedy.
This is the sad story of a man
Oh,
named
we've seen this
Stanley
one.
and his bucket.
Yep.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I
Yep.
thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
We've seen this
And
one.
then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Curses. I'm just gonna restart now.
Wait, what if it's different? We
No.
didn't get to it this way though.
Yeah, this is the only way to get this, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was
Yeah,
merely
okay.
meant to...
Maybe beginning the game again will trigger something. You wanna go?
Sure.
Alright. Well, I
All
just
of his
wasted my
co-workers
turn.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Ooh, no
simply
bucket?
missed a
Ooh,
memo.
bucket? No bucket? No bucket, no bucket. No bucket.
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Didn't we do this ending already?
Where you press the buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that said something different.
Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This
Oh,
was
going
not
to
the
the
correct
right
way to
again.
the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, this is all recurring
bucket.
stuff, so...
Don't go to the meeting
No,
room.
let's go.
Somewhere
Let's recur
else.
over what I did
the
over our
cargo
day.
lift. Yes, go
Nice,
there.
nice.
Go to the cargo lift.
So before this, Critch and I were actually spending our day playing some Outer Wilds.
We will beat it eventually.
Eventually, it's gonna be finished. And eventually, I'll make a video out of it, hopefully. I just thought of the idea of coming out with videos and then maybe finishing it off with a stream. But I have no idea how close we are to the end. So that's the only problem with that. You won't die.
Ooh. Help, help, the strike search savage is tearing off my arm. Beware the referee of pain. $500 tons of raw copying power. Ink printer is blood. That means every time you print a document, it is written in blood. Think on that. Printing is a blood sport. Vegans shouldn't print. Printers are alive. The Day of Ink. It is known in the annals, for scarcely has a day seen so much wanton inkst. A baleful sun rose upon the printer camps, when at once 2,000 photocopier cavalry emerged from the mists. The printers had believed them still a week away, and yet here they were with fury in their hearts. The heavy cavalry was followed by 10,000 foot copiers. It is said that the fields were multicolored with ink for years after that day of horror. To this day, some locals report hearing the ghostly sound of printer errors upon the old battlefield.
Also, it's ink shed, like bloodshed.
Oh. Inkst. That's funny.
But yeah, after playing some Outer Wilds, Critch and I needed a game to calm down with.
Yes, but
It was yeah, we've been here. But with the bucket,
Gene. Lost cat, there is reward. There is a reward.
alright, moment of truth.
Okay, this is day
He
number
talks about the bucket. The bucket's like a
295.
monster.
Oh, yep.
I don't,
You want to see it? Alright, alright.
I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
Guys, someone figure out what endings we haven't done.
The longer I study this bucket,
No, yeah, we see this. What have we gone on here without the buckets?
I'm pretty sure we have.
I don't think we have, actually.
All of his co-workers were gone.
But I have
What
no
could it
idea.
mean?
This is what happens when you
Stanley
take too
decided
long
to
of a
go
break
to the
between
meeting room.
games, man.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's why you gotta keep up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
Would you like to
stop
throw
by
away
the
your
employee lounge
shredded up
first,
toothpick?
just to
Yeah, I'm just
admire
gonna
it.
end up shredding it more. Now I'll make a mess. I'll throw it away with your pants.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door
Alright.
on his left.
This is gonna be our first new ending, guys. Just watch.
Stanley
go.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I missed. I missed again. Here we go. Boom. New ending right here. Here we go.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between
See,
you and
new
me,
ending.
all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling.
Honestly,
It
I
must
hate
be
endings
so
like that.
simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
I've done it.
How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh. Oh, that was a short ending, but it was new.
Good job.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Man, I need to
go
make like
the
an
meeting
Excel
room.
spreadsheet. I
Perhaps
need to
he
make
had
like a
simply missed
graph for
memo.
where we haven't gone, what we haven't done.
No.
Alright, we've taken the bucket and gone right, and then left, and then didn't listen to the narrator, and then we did listen to the narrator.
And then we... Oh, what is this? How the mighty have fallen. Weekly monitor. New clues. Search for river matches. How to use help. Window exe. Get well someday.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley
Alright, what you
clutched the
move?
bucket
Oh, the
tightly
left?
to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's
I am
warmth and
so
comfort
certain
now more
we
than
read all
ever.
this.
Perhaps his boss's
The
office
first
was where
time
he'd
through.
find answers.
But if you would like to read it again,
Yeah.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
racist.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an
2845.
emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The bucket knew
Was
all
the
along.
bucket guiding him?
Surprised you remember
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
This is all I have going for me, guys. I have no idea what endings we haven't done.
that. The bucket returns.
Indeed.
We don't really know what we've done.
The
and haven't
elevator
done,
raced
so-
downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
The bucket's caught in a time loop.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
People that get
he would
motion
be all
sick,
right.
so, you know, don't just
The
spin in
bucket is here
circles.
for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was
the
something
number
very
3, I remember
intriguing
that.
about the number
They do
3.
this,
I want to
yes.
go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
And follow this path again.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Or if you hit 2845 again.
After taking some time to show the bucket around the boss's office, Stanley at last went to the keypad, where he began eagerly pressing the number 3 again and again.
Got him.
Certificate of pompousness? Maybe? No, I don't think I will press the button 3.
It's always hard to tell whether you're supposed to or not, or if you, something will happen if you don't. Oh, you don't even have to.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
But I didn't touch 3.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he, Stanley and the bucket, walk straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility?
Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It was a static one. Can't tell what it says. There's 2 employees that have been fired in the entire history of this company.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. 2 best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
So I will say, I believe we have taken down the system before.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it on.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn
the
on the
bucket was
controls.
evil all along.
Stanley gasped in horror.
It wasn't me.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds.
Oh, it's all a government conspiracy.
The control buttons became active again.
Birds are all mind control. What the fetch?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
That's why it's labeled
The
mind control
controls were only
facility.
a facade
Oh,
to
I
disguise
see.
its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hand.
Or is the bucket
the one
mistaken?
who had pointed him towards this
Its pants
incredible
foiled.
discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
What a weird looking bird. Wait, go two to the right. That is such a weird looking bird.
Get bored. That's a good one.
Alright.
The meeting room, yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just
Believe
needed
there's
to get
an
to the
ending.
meeting room,
Oh.
and from then on,
This
he
ending I
would
think was a
never be
new original
alone
game, but I don't think I ever
again.
saw it.
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set
Alright,
of
let's
two
go.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I need to get Haley in here.
Guess Haley just hates Stanley.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So I remember...
Stepping into his manager's office,
I remember
Stanley was
jumping
once
off
again
the desk.
stunned to discover not an
With the
indication of any
Yeah,
human life.
I don't think I've
Shocked,
ever seen what it is to jump
unraveled,
out.
Stanley
out
wondered
the
in
bucket.
disbelief who orchestrated this.
It's
What
too
dark
sensitive.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth. Stanley was in such a rush to get
Sensitivity's
through
too
the story
high.
as quickly as possible.
Oh, not
he
new
didn't
age
even have a
music.
single minute to
Not
just
the new
let
age
the
music.
narrator talk. That kind of anxiety
boy.
isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments.
I wonder what the
with some
optimal
calming
timing
new
is.
age
How
music.
long you have to wait before you can actually put in the numbers. But it's still the fastest.
Stanley and his terrible Stanley.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened
Do
passageway.
this.
What are you doing?
I don't know, maybe there's something over there all of a sudden. A hidden passageway. Stanley, okay, alright. Alright, hey, don't act like you just found the stream and it's like, oh, look, it's a Stanley Parable. We all know you were dragged here.
Nuh-uh. She just came by on her own accord.
Stanley walked
Classic.
straight ahead through the large door that read
Welcome to the
Mind
stream.
Control
Yeah.
Facility.
Who could have foretold this? Alright, here we go. Goodbye, cruel world. I'm tired of playing Stanley Parable. Stanley must die
You
now.
have to turn the light on first, I think.
No. Lights are for losers.
Gently dragged.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the
Yes,
game.
these guys
It's
get
a
it. They understand
secret
what it means
that's
to be
just for
a content
you. That's how
creator.
special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
We've done this ending.
But it was different at the end with the bucket.
I thought so too, but maybe we've just done both.
3, 2, 1.
I remember this song.
Job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful.
I think it was just two different endings we did.
It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this
Let's get up the spreadsheet, True.
Chase your
Gotta make the
dreams.
graph.
Railings don't mean anything. Good job,
Bob.
you did it. Good job, 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 you did it.
All right, well, we have discovered one new ending, I'm pretty sure, at this point.
All of his
It's
co-workers
the blue
were gone.
room, the whiteboard
What did it
ending.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Should I take it?
I don't know. It's all part of the, that's all part of the decisions.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket
I know
turned
there's
out
apparently
to
supposed to
be.
be over double the content from the original game. So I know we're not stumbling across it.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Question is,
Stanley took the door on his left to
how
go
do
back
we
to the
stumble
meeting
across
room.
it?
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
We've done this one too.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you,
Not a
Stanley.
branch in this?
We've come together
I
here
have no
because we
idea.
care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new.
Okay. I have no idea what we actually have left. I'm pretty sure we've like
Stanley
gone through
decided
every
to go
route
to the
at this
meeting room
point.
to
we
check
look
on
up
his
a list?
co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
Maybe.
And constantly needed
But then how do we know if we've
support
done
and
those
guidance
endings
from
or not
others.
based on the
So
list?
the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, look up a list of endings. How to achieve them. This is a game I
Yet
do
there
not
was
mind as
not a
much looking
single
up. Are there
person
not
here
Steam achievements?
either.
The Steam achievements on
Feeling a
Stanley
wave
Parable
of
mean
disbelief,
nothing.
Stanley decided to go up to his
They are
boss's
useless.
office. Hoping he might come into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all...
The door is black. There's only darkness.
We done... Have we followed all the way through with the bucket and turned it on and kept it?
Turned on the
Like, done everything he says?
yeah.
Okay.
because that's when the factory we try to get out, but then it starts closing in because like the place won't let us get out with the bucket because it wants the bucket too. Find anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Open and close the game multiple times.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've hit about everything.
It's fair.
I really think we have.
We just jump out this window real quick, and then I'll open and close the game multiple times. But I can't jump out the window. They put an invisible barrier. Yep, definitely done this one. Alright. I am gonna close the game. Kajow. Alright, here we go. Once more. From the top. Have we done this escape pod ending with the bucket?
Mm-hmm.
With the bucket.
Yep.
Okay. But do we do 4:20 a.m. or 4:20 p.m.?
I don't know.
So you guys already finished it last time? Yeah, we're playing a finished game. No more new endings. 4:20 a.m. Your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist? Give me the correct time again? No. Favorite time of day. Mr. Ola, I know how much you may enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 4:20 a.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 4:20 a.m.?
Inaccurate.
But a little accurate, you know. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Are you selling my data?
We've gone through all the sliders I have.
Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple of new ones. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game.
Okay, so let me just close and boot. Oh, there's your run.
Wow. All right. I mean, I bet you'll have to close it, open it up again anyway. So here we go again. Alright guys, here's the new content you've been asking for.
Until the computer is barely visible.
Yeah. It was the number 9. It was technically the number 9 multiple ways. Like, that's a number 9? Not that one. Come on, man. You failed. Ooh, Okuboinkle?
Akaboinkle or Scrumtush?
Akuboinkle or Scrumtush? Ooh, I'm a Scrumtush kind of guy. I'm being honest.
But since there's two of us,
No. Oh, you're right. We can work with this. Oh, it's the classic narrator versus Stanley. Oh, you listen to the narrator? What happened to the world that the time's not correct?
What is time anyway? Yes.
Ooh. Wow, we're hiding secrets still?
Help.
You're gonna help the poor soul? You're gonna go visit your grandparents again?
I'm gonna come visit Stanley. You gotta open the game every once in a while.
Are we supposed to close the game again?
I think so. Let's see.
This is the story.
Oh. Gosh dang it.
Alright, let me show you how to correctly answer these questions.
Oh.
Here we go. Let's do this. What time is it? Does anyone truly, really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just like what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. What are my social security number, my mother's maiden name, my credit card info? This game gets too frustrating for me after a while. That's the point of it. And I still don't really know you, and you don't know me. And neither of us know what the time it is.
What time it is?
Oh, yeah.
8:35 p.m. Just saying.
I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. Oh, well...
You like being alone, don't you?
Well, that's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, you learned nothing, I gotta say. You truly are strangers. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Look in the settings! Epilogue!
Oh.
Guys, we finished the game!
This is the true ending.
Many, many years later.
Wow.
Alright. Walk towards the sun. Is it rising or setting? This feels like a rising kind of sun, so I must be walking east right now. Yeah. It's just a big brain game. It's pure art. Yeah, well... Oh. Maybe my brain just isn't big enough. Alright, I got 2 sticks and a chair. One's a poking stick and one's a fire stick. I should jump on the fire.
Do it.
Maybe I should save some of my jumps. Still wonder what happens if I save my jumps from back then.
Too bad you wasted
Too
them.
bad they're all gone and you never got to use any of them.
What is this?
It's my chair! Chair! Oh, there's multiple chairs. There's so many chairs!
Chairnado.
It's a chair massacre. Yes, I am the smoothest of the brains. All that Cheeto dust, indeed. Okay, oh, this is a setting sun for sure.
Is there any actual difference that you can tell?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh.
It's a mirage. There's gonna be nothing there actually.
Mirage? No,
Mirage.
it's the memories place.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Can't really tell. But what if I didn't go inside and I walked up the roof? Yeah, I can't do that, but what if I went around?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's the
Oh,
memory
it
place.
is the memory place. The back entrance. Okay, well, I can get on the roof. King of the world. No fall damage, I guess. Okay. Okay. What happened to this place? I teleported
Many,
to
many
the,
years later.
I teleported to the future.
What are you doing?
I don't know, looking for secrets.
There's no secrets.
This does not look familiar to me, Tyler. I'm sorry. Cookie Nine's blog. Review the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with this original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, Stanley 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What are the enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from...
Savage.
I liked the infinite hole.
Yeah.
Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Alright, we're not gonna bother reading all of this, but... It's clear that the Stanley Parable is not fine.
You don't have to read it out loud, but you
gotta read it out loud.
The Stanley Parable launched a massive success in 2013. Its creators planned with property and disastrous critical as outlined in press release. They posted it. The Stanley Parable was not what fans want. We thought it was a series.
Good 8. Stanley Parable 2 was an absolute. Oh, it's the gym.
Jim.
Are you not a true game dev if you don't have a bucket companion? Are you not a true game dev?
Jim.
Okay, wait, what
What's
do I
that in the corner?
go?
Turn around. What's that? Crouch.
Picture of 2 people. Maybe they're the game's developers.
Yeah, follow the line.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to
The
be doing.
adventure cord. All our collectibles.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be.
No, these are like this is where. Oh.
I'm gonna be rich. I'm rich in collectibles. I am overcoming this
How much
fraction.
are these worth in the metaverse?
One of them actually says Stanley.
No.
Must find them.
No, Tyler. No. It's gonna be the nerd. His voice is gonna go Stanley.
All right, here we go. Can't even press that one.
Just the lit up ones.
You never know. That's how they get you.
Stanley.
Oh.
Stanley. Jim.
All
All
right.
right, you found it.
Can't believe I almost missed that. Thank you for saving me, Tyler. Alright, here we go. Infinite hole. It's not so infinite. Okay. This time, yes, you were not a troll. Wait, where am I going? Aha! Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense! The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistakes. Don't cling to a legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Today, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we have to do is change the number of the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for a game. Alright. Oh. Alright, you can only pick from this first column. I'm a fan of Saturday Night, honestly.
Okay.
I'll pick the first one. You pick the second one.
Yeah.
You can pick from any of them.
Oh boy.
Your options are limitless. There is truly no end to these
Saturday night
descriptors.
content.
Saturday night content on a Thursday.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday night.
Saturday night content on a Wednesday night.
The Stanley Parable 3 Saturday Night content. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. This is a mix of Square Enix channel generation and how EA updates their FIFA games. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to like it as well.
Let's do it. Don't say don't do it.
Don't do it. I understand. Sometimes we're not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Where are you gonna be?
In the epilogue.
Oh gosh, please don't tell me you have to do all that again. Oh gosh, no. Please just start from...
Wow, I can't believe you did that.
I have to
You're
do
even
it.
done.
I have to try it.
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
must.
That's game over.
No, we gotta at least get to the Stanley Parable 3.
No.
At least.
No, I'm
At least.
not doing this again.
At
no,
least.
that was like 20 minutes.
No, it wasn't. It was
No,
not 20 minutes.
Your hour's up. That was like the perfect.
No.
That was the perfect ending, and you just ruined it. Your
No.
hour's up.
No.
No way you're going through all this. I mean, at least I'm doing it.
Okay, yeah. But we gotta at least get to the Stanley Parable 3. That's what we'll probably call stream. You can probably just restart the game. No, I can't just restart the game. That's the whole point. You have to go talk to the person again. Speaking of, who is this mysterious person? It's not the narrator, and that's the only other character we've ever seen in the game, honestly. And the bucket. Your content is here, Colton. It's time for your infinite
It's okay,
loops.
take your time.
Yeah, see? You got the approval. You got the go-ahead, the green light.
I want to go watch Breaking Bad.
Well,
Cheeto dust.
should have just watched Breaking Bad already. Should have just been ahead of the curve. The show came out years ago.
Should have just said yes.
My favorite is the Stanley Parable 69. What about Stanley Parable 420? Okay, you can't just say yes to everything. Come on, what are you doing? Yes, man? You have to learn to say no sometimes in life. If you say yes to everything, everyone's just gonna trample all over you. You gotta learn to say no. See, like right now, you didn't say no to this stream hard enough, so now we're playing this game still.
It's true. And look at you, I said I'm done, and you said no.
It's all about pushing for the things you want in life, like Stanley Parable 3, Saturday night content. See, we're already there. It's been a minute. See, what if we get infinite Stanley? It's because I was wandering around so much.
Yeah, that's how we stack it up. Is that you can just
Infinite Stanlerines right here. This is our farming mechanism right here. Better not have reset my progress. Now that I think about it though, it probably did.
yes.
See, and you just go right past. Yeah, it's because we read this. We read the next one. I went and found the Stanley button.
Stanley.
Jim.
Jim.
I didn't realize you could just hold it down. And you missed.
Stanley.
Oh no, they're just gone.
And dang it!
Stanley.
They did save our progress though, that means. Eight? What do you mean by 8? 8? What? What do you want from me? Thank you for enjoying the new content. See, we missed that whiteboard the first time. How will we feel the appreciation of the game's developers? Okay, seriously, why are you saying 8, Tyler?
Oh, hello.
Oh, you can just smash A.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. Did you reconsider my idea of inventing new silly satire?
Oh, it's new
wow.
text!
Wow.
It's new text,
Wow.
see? Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. One of those buttons says 8? What? We missed it again.
Now
You
they're
see,
capping.
I've noticed. Well, that's the actual reference to the original
broken
Stanley Parable.
achievement?
Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how.
What's the broken achievement?
There's an achievement that you can't get. Because there's like one of the things in the Stanley Parable 2 stuff. Alright, the achievement machine's all fixed. Oh yeah, you have to use the achievement machine to get the achievements. Alright, let's get this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great, there's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. What are you going for?
I thought you
99?
could just go all the way up, yeah.
Let's do 11-11. 420 again?
Yep.
So boring. Oh, all this nonsense again? Oh wait, that was actually it. Saturday night content. They kept it, even though they said like chemical. Oh, look at that. And with that, we will now call. We've beaten the Stanley Parable 2, so we can finally call it. We're done with the game.
No more Stanley Parable 2.
We don't need to worry about streaming it again. Thank you all for watching. This will be it for today. Hopefully we'll catch you in the next stream. Look forward to, hopefully, the Stanley Parable 3 sometime
You
soon.
didn't flip the switch. What? See? Just no. Go away. What switch? There's no switch.
We'll worry about this next time.
Next time.
Next time when we play
There
the
won't
Stanley
be the
Parable 3. Alright. Until next time. See, that's literally my end thing.
What?
I say until next time.
Oh.